Hello friends, welcome to Sahu Studies. In this video, we are going to see overview of PySpark. This video series which I am going to make is mostly on the implementation of all the functions which available in PySpark. But I will discuss something about PySpark, their components and the feature of PySpark in two videos. I will cover only overview and rest of the video is more dedicated towards the implementation of PySpark functions. So let's discuss what is PySpark. So Apache Spark provides an interface in Python. This is very important, which is known as PySpark. It has PySpark shell, which is used to analyze data interactively in a distributed environment. It supports many Spark features such as Spark Core, Spark Data Frame, Spark SQL, Spark Streaming, Spark Machine Learning. So we will going to see all the components which is available in Spark. So we will do an overview only. I am not going to in the detailed discussion of each and every component. I will do discussion and overview discussion, you can say. And this is very important that PySpark is an interface to Python. To PySpark means we can say that PySpark is an interface which is written in Python to communicate to Spark. So these are the components which are available in Spark. So this is the Apache Spark core. So what is Apache Spark core? It is the general execution engine of Spark. It is built as per requirements. It supports in-memory computing and can be referenced dataset which are stored in external storage system. It has rich set of operators. It allows developer to write code quickly. It takes fewer lines of codes, whereas other languages take more than 100 lines of code. So this is the overview about Spark core. Let's discuss about Spark SQL. It exists on top of the Spark core and introduce a new set of data abstraction called Schema RDD. This is very important. Schema RDD provides support for both structured and unstructured data. Let's talk something about Spark Streaming. It is one of the Apache Spark components and it allows Spark to process real-time streaming data. It provides an API to manipulate data stream that match with RDD API. It allows programmers to understand the project and switch through the application that manipulate the data and give the outcome in real time. Similarly to Spark code, Spark Streaming strives to make the system fault tolerant and scalable. This is an overview of Spark Streaming. Let's discuss about Spark Machine Learning or Spark MLib. Spark MLib is a distributed machine learning framework above Spark because of distributed memory based Spark architecture. It is according to benchmark done by MLib developers against the alternating least square implementation. Spark MLib is 9 times as fast as Hadoop disk-based version of Apache Mahout. So it is very fast. So let's discuss about GraphX. Spark also comes with a library to manipulate graphs and perform computation, which is called GraphX. Just like Spark Streaming and Spark SQL, GraphX also extends Spark RDD API, which create a directed graph. It also contains numerous operators in order to manipulate the graphs along with the graph algorithm. So this is the some overview of Spark component. As I told you, this video series is not about the theoretical discussion on Apache Spark components. This video series is more towards implementation of each and every function which is available in PySpark. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.